What is happening across America today? Welcome to USA News, where we bring you the facts and the most talked of stories right now. Drop a like, subscribe, and let's get into the details. Washington, D.C.'s next big political showdown. Janeese Lewis George vs. Donald Trump. A major political battle may be brewing in the nation's capital, and it could become one of the most closely watched confrontations in American politics. Just days after winning the Democratic primary for mayor of Washington, D.C., Janeese Lewis George is already finding herself at the center of a growing clash with President Donald Trump. And if she ultimately wins the mayoral election, the conflict could shape the future of how Washington, D.C. governs itself. For many Americans, Washington is more than just another city. It is the seat of federal power, home to Congress, the White House, and countless government agencies. But unlike most cities, Washington, D.C. operates under a unique system known as home rule. Established in 1973, home rule allows residents to elect their own mayor and city council. However, Congress still maintains ultimate authority over the city's laws and budget. That arrangement has long been the subject of political debate. Now, that debate is heating up once again. Before the Democratic primary, President Trump made headlines when he suggested he would not be pleased if a Democratic socialist won the race. Speaking to reporters, Trump warned that the federal government could potentially take a greater role in managing Washington, D.C. His comments immediately sparked reactions throughout the city and across the political landscape. For Lewis George, the remarks represented something larger than a disagreement over policy. In response, she argued that Washington residents, not the federal government, choose their local leaders. She also pledged to defend home rule and resist any effort that would reduce local control over the city. According to Lewis George, threatening local self-government because of election results raises serious questions about democracy and the rights of Washington residents. Her response quickly gained attention online, where supporters praised her willingness to challenge the president directly. For many of her backers, this race has become about more than just city government. It has become a debate over local autonomy, democratic representation, and the future relationship between Washington, D.C. and the federal government. Political organizations aligned with progressive movements have also rallied behind Lewis George. Supporters argue that candidates like her are gaining momentum because they openly address issues that many voters believe traditional politicians have avoided. Meanwhile, critics question whether her political ideology would create additional tensions between city leaders and federal officials. As news of the exchange spread, social media erupted with debate. Some users applauded Trump's comments, arguing that Washington requires stronger federal oversight. Others defended Lewis George's position, saying local residents deserve the right to govern their own city without political interference. The disagreement highlights a larger national conversation about power, representation, and the role of government. And this may only be the beginning. If Lewis George wins the mayor's office, she could inherit many of the same challenges faced by previous D.C.